hearts and neon lights. They're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. La 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 la, oh, oh. Get me out of broken hearts and starting fights, turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Oh no, it's not enough. I've given up. They're wielding guns. We've been taken over. Uncertain moves. Let instinct choose. Their every move to leave us cornered. I know it's true. Of sweat and blood and armored skirts, crimson storybook, pretty soldiers. As we grow, there's nothing left. Bow and arrow in hand, stand up, follow orders. blind to life's many horrors. In strength they trust and keep in mind the people lost and left behind. Your soul, they sharp blades, wise and sister of blades, take my soul. Release my pain when handed it's just a game, not a war. We cannot gain as we lose more. We're not proud what they've done on another's hometown. Run free and dive into the sky. Hear the wind crying out its prayer. Why are we so ashamed to be alive? Break the chains and our freedom's ours to take. Going harder, we are more than numbers, standing in the shade. Going louder, we are all one color, standing in the way. Don't look behind your back. Chase a light when the world is getting darker. I have a dream where love's the only side. So take my hand, join the army of the shadows. Going harder, we are more than numbers, standing in the shade. Going louder, we are all one color, standing in the way. Join the army of the shadows. Join the army of the shadows. Join the army of the shadows. Shadows, shadows. Join the army of the shadows. Join the army of the shadows. Going harder, we are more than numbers, standing in their shade. Going louder, we are all one color, standing in their way. Sweet invasion, you can break the walls around me. I've been waiting for you to cross the line at my feet. unplug me. Just for a minute, I need some privacy. Headset off and stretch your neck out. Down the rocks to her head's safe house. Yeah, I remember it all. Leaving, shut out my calls. The air was so dusty, her armor getting rusty. She found thoughts she never had. Her young ones were just as bad. You really bad. Holding a heart, feel like a lady. And fingers apart, cold, rugged, waiting. I can't believe that you nodded, you know where to find me. I kept the feelings in, I really thought it cost me. Drops in her goggles, art of love. And something's really wrong and it feels awful. And even though her body is back to normal, she once was a villain and it's hiding in her soul. I don't wanna know what she did. She's not who I am. At least that's what I thought. Now I'm second guessing. I can't put my gun down. My suit's getting heavy. Something wants to be released. Something dark inside of me. Dark familiarity. 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 She opened her eyes and watched the ruins and thought of a life and a love to lose. She shook out her lenses, they want her back soon. The moments alone becoming scarce and few. Sure she could fight, but she's getting visions. These are unspeakable and personally did. She couldn't pose a threat to the ghost like this. He rescued her once, now it's her turn to save him. The air was so dusty, her armor getting rusty. She found thoughts she never had. Her young ones were just as bad. She wins without a weapon. I don't wanna know what she did. She's not who I am. At least that's what I thought. Now I'm second guessing. I can't put my gun down. My suit's getting heavy. Something wants to be released. Something dark inside. burns my skin. How could love wear so thin? I'm sinking in the hollow ground. Nothing can stop me wanting you somehow. I won't let it die. I can feel you when you're not around. When the night gets cold, I won't be alone. We won't be chains that you pull away. I feel the fear when you look at me. We've had enough of love. Is this not enough? Let me feel it deep inside. shadows dissolving in oceans deep. I'm getting swept off my feet and pulled into the fading tide. Come and save me, take me away, far from this place. Waves are crashing over my heart. I can't stop this feeling. I will be recovered before tomorrow. From the winter sky, the moon is beginning to bring the tide, and all this time I've been trying to heal alone. Come and save me, take me away, far from this waves are crashing over my heart. I can't stop this feeling. I will be recovered before tomorrow. Take me to the ocean blue. Take me to the ocean blue. Today, this world is falling, but I know we'll never forget how we felt in that moment. We made it. You called out to me when I needed you. We're rising up to the dark. I called out to you when you needed me. We are dead. sleep in the night. We'll dream of 1,000 reasons to stay here. You called out to me when I needed you. We're rising up to the dark. I called out to you when you needed me. light. The oak tree where I met you, and the writing on the statue. I still remember every word you said. I'm not a soldier, but I'm fighting. Can you hear me through the silence? I won't give up, 'cause there will be a day we'll meet again. Everything we wanted turned to gold. The path we chose, the future on our side. Never thought I'd do this on my own, but now I wield the sword you left behind. The oak tree where I met you, and the writing on the statue. I still remember every word you said. I'm not a soldier, but I'm fighting. Can you hear me through the silence? I won't give up, 'cause there will be a day we'll meet again. We'll meet again. Dark for the sunrise, clouds for a blue sky, space for the traveling star. Strong from the inside, you're still my lifeline. I feel you wherever you are. The oak tree where I met you, and the writing on the statue. I still remember every word you said. I'm not a soldier, but I'm fighting. Can you hear me through the silence? I won't give up, 'cause there will be a day we'll meet again. there's a reason she's alone. You can't pin her down because no one needs her home. I need her around. She says there's beauty in the hills, chip in the sky. So don't be sad because I roam. It keeps me alive. To impress her, it's too damn hard to stay loyal without going too far. If I see her again, promise I won't take a moment right here, feeling like it's out gear, driving towards the sun with a rose and a gun. Feel the wind in my hair, going nowhere I swear, like an outlaw on the run. Dangerous but it's so fun, running, running, no. Hold on, don't let go. Running, running, no. Keep running. Told my boss that I'm done, had no luck with my mom. Say, what will you do with your life? You know it's hard to survive. A cigar in my mouth, maybe guilty but proud.